Hello, my name is David, and thank you for joining me in my video. Today I'm driving the Ferrari 458 Italia edition in Assetto Corsa at Monza. And the reason I'm driving this car, because I'm not generally a Ferrari fan, is because I got the Thrustmaster TX 458 Italia edition. So the wheel that I'm seeing is in fact very similar to the wheel that you're seeing on the screen right now. The only thing it doesn't have is that very nice tack right there at the top of the steering wheel. It would be really nice if the TX had that, but and actually I did see on YouTube somewhere that somebody did mod that into the steering wheel. So yeah, really the only reason I'm driving this car is just because of the replica wheel. So let's get going. Do a lap or so, and then we'll get into a real car. And one thing that that it doesn't really do so well, I find, as far as a replica, is it doesn't have static paddles like the real car does. If you're gonna call something a replica, and you're gonna make a part of the car, it's got to be a replica version. So they did put paddles on the wheel, but it wasn't replica paddles. The shape is the same, but the real car has static. But at the same time, I do understand why they didn't put static paddles on it. Because with the T500 RS, that was one of the big criticisms. Not very many people liked the static paddles. They did, but they didn't. Honestly, I wish I had kept with the static paddles to the Thrustmaster TX. Just because then you'd have that option. From what I can tell, even though there has been rumors of static paddles floating around, I haven't actually seen any of them, or how you'd plug them in. I mean, I haven't seen how you'd plug in the static paddles, unless it plugs into the shifter port on the back of the wheel, which I'd be okay with, actually. If that's how it hooks up, I'd be fine, because I'm not using that anyway. I do have a TH8 RS shifter, and even if I had the TH8A, which isn't out yet, but if I did, it wouldn't bother me, because I use this whole setup. I use the TX on my PC, so the TH8A would just plug my TH8 RS plugs in with USB, so I'm not really using that shifter port. So if that's how it plugs in, then fine. I would love to see that if the static paddle plugged in that way. And if they don't make a static paddle adapter, I think that I could make my own. And then I'd hope to see some sort of adapter for maybe like a Logitech G27 or something like that would make it so that I could make my own paddles, my own static paddles, and then I could just map my game and then plug it in there, or however I feel like doing it. I got tons of USB ports, and to be honest, I don't mind expanding that, because anything that goes to my rig, gets plugged into a USB hub and goes into unless it requires power, of course. Which reminds me, I need to get a powered USB hub, but it goes into a USB hub and then it's a single USB to my computer, so I don't care how many USB ports my sim rig uses up. car that I personally love. I love this BMW Z4 GT3 on my favorite track, which is the Nurburgring, which is this particular version is the mod Nord Snoopy 1.1 if you're into Assetto Corsa. And if you have Assetto Corsa and you want to get this mod, you can find it. Just Google Nord Snoopy version 1.1 Assetto Corsa. And it's really easy to mod it in the game. You just drag and drop it into the tracks folder in the Assetto Corsa directory. So join me in a lap around the green hell. This car, of course, I love this car more than I like the Ferrari. But the thing is, this car is, you know, full-on race car, right? So it's obviously going to have better steering, better braking. Just one thing I wasn't really fond of in the Ferrari. Also, one more thing I'd like to point out is that I have swapped the rim on my Thrustmaster TX. I am now using the GTE add-on wheel to drive this car. The paddles are a lot nicer, have more travel. And a nicer actuation. I just like them better. Also, kind of makes the force feedback feel heavier almost. Maybe just because it's a heavier wheel. Much nicer force feedback in my opinion. Now, of course, Assetto Corsa, if you've been following it, following anything about it, you know that this Nurburgring is going to be officially added to the game, which will be epic. It's my absolute favorite track. I cannot wait for it to be added officially. Also, one of my other favorite tracks, Spa, Francorchamps, is possibly also going to be added. Laser scanned, both of them. Which I love Spa as well. One of my other favorite tracks. Like in iRacing, I love to just go hot lapping around that track. Around Spa. I kind of want the official version to use the other pits though. This one uses pits that are, this version of the ring uses pits that are right beside the straight. I prefer the pits that are by the finish line. Now I have taken the Ferrari logo out of the middle of this wheel. I'll probably be putting either a BMW logo or a Porsche logo in the middle. Maybe even an Audi logo. I'm really a fan of German cars. German and Japanese are my way to go. One thing that I'd actually love to get would be a replica of the steering wheel that you're seeing on screen there for my Thrustmaster. If there was some way of making the Fanatic rim work with the Thrustmaster, that would be awesome. It's a really expensive wheel though, $250 for the Fanatic one. 330 for my US dollars for my Thrustmaster as a whole, so. Next time I'm paying big bucks like that's gonna be for Fanatic pedals, though, for sure. And I have a mod planned actually for my add on wheel, which if you go and look at my channel, you should be able to see what my computer setup looks like, and the wheel that's on that. I got it off eBay. Just cheapy $30, $40 wheel. I don't remember how much it was. It's a Christmas present. That wheel off of eBay. I want to set up, build a custom wheel plate for that, and then mount it to my Thrustmaster. Again, taking up another USB port, like I was saying before. I don't care how many ports I can take up. Let's see what sort of time I can get here. This is my first lap around the ring that's actually going to have a valid time today, so. Since this wheel doesn't have all the chatter that my Logitech G27 had, I can really enjoy this game. Totally came out of nowhere, but yeah, like I said, I did upgrade. That's what I had before, and that's what you'll see in the picture if you go and look at my channel right now. I have slightly updated my setup, so I'm not going to take any more pictures until it's painted and finished. $727, nice. Not too shabby. For the downside to this car is that you lose a lot of time in the longer straights. Well, anyway, so that's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to keep driving, of course, because I just love this game, but and let Adobe do the work in the background. After I edit it a little bit, and I'll keep driving while it does that, and then I'll upload it, so it should be good to go. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. Go ahead and do it, I can take it. And definitely leave a comment if you don't like it. Tell me what you hate about it. You know, tell me I'm horrible at making videos. Do whatever. Say what you want to say. I can take it. Anything that I can do to make my videos more enjoyable, I will do. So, I love this car. So, stay fast, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.